I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Taking a look at Chicago, these are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
And looking at Chicago, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
And it's surprising because good teams usually feast on those chances to move up in the standings. They haven't appeared truly hungry to want to be a top team in this league.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there is no more doubt with the splash.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, GA. Thank you. And with the All-Star game behind us, Chris, a lot of teams now pushing for the playoffs, asking a lot of their players. How common is it, do you think, for players and teams to just play through their injuries at this point of the season?
Well, great question, Kevin, because if you can get on the court and you are on the playoff bubble, most players will risk help to help their team.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Taj Gibson is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Carter Williams. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Wade in at the 2-guard. And Durant gets it to go.
This is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
Lopez outside. To the middle. Fader on the way. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Lopez.
That shot was highly contested. Good D, better O. I love that he goes with the fadeaway there.
Carter Williams against Curry. And here's Green outside. Rebound by Butler. Wade outside. Back to Butler. Lopez a screen. Lopez sets a screen for Butler. Up off the screen. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
And it's Green missing.
Oh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
Wade passes to Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Gibson. Back to Carter Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Curry. The dish to Durant. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Oh, yeah, it's that unselfish play. Attacking the defense with multiple pieces, they went all in.
Thompson for the triple. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
In anticipation on the steal, Clay jump-starting a fast break for his club.
Carter Williams dishes to Wade. There's the feed to Gibson. Back to Wade. Lopez a screen. Off the screen. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognized the height advantage and went straight to the rack.
Curry setting the pick for Thompson. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Thompson's got 5 now.
And as a son of a great basketball player in his own right, Klay Thompson in some ways has already exceeded what his father could ever achieve.
Carter Williams kicks to Lopez. And the one thing you can't speak enough about, Chris, with this Warriors team is they are just an offensive team. They have one of the toughest defenses in the league, too.
Well, just look at their rosters. Defenders at every position. And it isn't just defenders that can slow down one position. They have guys like Klay and Draymond who can guard multiple positions. That means you can switch. The versatility allows them to match up with anyone while throwing out their small ball lineups.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Here's McGee, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is an extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days, and sometimes the expectations can be too much.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Chris, you look at this Warriors roster, there are a lot of unique players at every position.
Oh, yeah, I get what you were saying, and it makes total sense when you look at their personnel. Guys like Draymond, you never see as a functioning point power forward. Curry is unique in how he plays the point and his shooting. The list goes on with guys like Iguodala, too.
Wade with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Sacramento. Here's Carter Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. You look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
No good on that one. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there.
Yes.
But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
And he's good on the second. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Now here's Curry. 35 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. At the top of the key, Durant. They kick it out to Green. 6 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lopez a screen. Here's Carter Williams. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got 8.
Oh, they are on fire to start this one. 4 for 5 so far.
Outside Curry. Durant for 3. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. To the paint. And Lopez throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Curry kicks to McGee. Outside Durant. Feeds to Thompson. Launches it. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
And a good indication of that, this will be an absolute battle for the entirety of this game.
Gibson the screen. Back to Carter Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. And Gibson sends it back. Durant with the steal. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness.
Good point.
He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
Carter Williams, the pass to Gibson. Here's Butler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From the arc, hits it from three-point range.
Timeout. He's not the most consistent threat from long range, Kevin, but the defense still needs to play him honest, rotate over and contest.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Rondo.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And usually you hear the two-way player and someone is talking about a big man. But Jimmy Butler can make that impact as a guard.
And that is what makes him special. I mean, few shooting guards can match his prowess and wingspan, coupled with his defensive instincts. And his leadership comes from the fact he plays on both ends of the floor.
No good from Durant. Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Carter Williams with another miss.
Everything he is throwing up has been off. He needs to find his groove, and soon.
Thompson inside the line. Chicago grabs the miss. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a quick two-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Yeah, and because they don't see each other all that often, it's really hard to know what to expect out of this first game. But we'll see. A frustrating start to this quarter for them.
Again, the miss by Thompson. Chicago trailing here. Wade kicks to Carter Williams. And the Bulls with another miss.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Well, it hasn't been his best, just to say the least. He just needs to calm down out there and let the game come.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Here's Zipser. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Durant sets a screen for Iguodala. Green, the screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Well, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far.
Outside Rondo. He kicks to McDermott. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5 to the wing on the left. From 18 feet away, Rondo's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
It's Curry outside, and another three for Golden State.
Are using so many devices to get a shot. I mean, That time, Curry on the catch and shoot.
Rondo passes to Portis. Mirotic against Green. And Mirotic kicks to Portis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Rondo. Again, Rondo missing. Warriors leading by 4. Down low. Here's Durant. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he makes the first. Chris, who do you feel are guys that can just own a game, you know, take it over at any time and get it going?
Well, I think you have to look at Curry. You know he can do that at any time. Klay Thompson, I mean, he set a record for points in the quarter. But I also think you have to look Damian Lillard and how he can get you buckets and get you going in so many ways. So many guys that can be explosive and take a game over for you.
Good analysis. And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are their brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
To stop the run. And no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Now Livingston. His last outing, he had 8 points. Durant drawing the double team. And McGee kicks to Livingston. And he goes in for the dunk.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Shaun Livingston.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rondo. Pass to Portis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. In an era where every point guard, Chris, seems to be able to score 20 points and passing is secondary. The thing about Rondo that is unique is the way he plays the game. He's always looking to feed.
And Rondo is first and foremost a playmaker, which is a rarer and rarer thing today. He is unique in that he isn't a perimeter threat as a point guard. It might be some time before we see a player play with Rondo's style again.
They set the pick. Here's Portis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He's just a tireless competitor. Have to body him up or he'll roast you on the offensive boards every time.
Livingston kicks to Clark. Passes it to Durant. And it's off from 3-point range. .111 left to play in the first quarter. Right wing. Dishes to McDermott. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Lately, their offensive chemistry has been outstanding. Unselfish play, working for each other, hitting a high percentage of their shots from the field.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. McCaw, the pass to Livingston. Here's Clark. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Rondo kicks to Portis. And Durant sends it back.
Well, you aren't going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
From deep. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night. Zipser, the pass to Mirotic. And here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Mirotic. 3 seconds left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
He just calmly rose up and nailed that jumper as time expired. Awesome way to end the quarter and head to the bench.
And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Yeah, and at some point, you think the defense would extend out and try to run these guys off their spots or at least make them shoot a little earlier than they like.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala out there with Durant, and it's Green, and there's Livingston, and it's Clark in at the shooting guard position.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
There's a good screen. Offside Rondo. Here's Portis, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. Chris, in the NBA now, there are a great deal of power forwards who take bits and pieces of your game and add it to their own. But when you grew up, who did you model your game after?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up, I mean, it's very simple. My favorite players are the players that I modeled my game after. As a big fella, I wanted to be a ball handler, and so the best ball handler was Isaiah Thomas. I wanted to be a great passer, so I looked at Magic and Larry Bird for those areas. I wanted to score, and so I looked at Larry Bird and Dominique in those areas. Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. That's the great part about basketball. We see greats today, but they wouldn't be as great as they are if it was not for the generation that came before them. Why?
Yeah.
Because you kind of know and you have a bar that you want to set, and it's hard to know how much to challenge yourself until you see that bar. And so guys setting the bar, setting those expectations, setting those goals allows for guys to work on their game and get better. So, I mean, just think in 20 years, what will guys be doing out there with the generation that we have now out there setting the table for them?
Yeah, great perspective. The Warriors have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Chris, you had a lengthy career that spanned a decade and a half. In all your years as a player, who was the biggest trash talker that you either played with or against?
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry Bird was a big trash talker, and I got a chance to play with him in Dream Team and other basketball-type settings. He was one of them. You also got to go with my man GP, Gary Payton. He was a big trash talker, and I'd probably have to go with my man Larry Bird or GP, Gary Payton, 6'4" GP. I was on a plane with him one time, and he was talking trash in his sleep. So, Gary's somewhere talking right now, playing the game. So, yeah, that's Gary's style. He's the biggest trash talker I've ever met. One thing that I don't think Steve Kerr gets enough credit for is the mentality and atmosphere he's created with the Warriors. His teams have been able to stay focused in their pursuit of 73. His team keeps a relaxed vibe among the players, yet they all play hard for him.
The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And count it, 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams. And Kerr, with the atmosphere of the Warriors, still knows when he has to get in their face and keep the team, Chris, from getting too lackadaisical. But the team is always on the same page.
Well, a lot of what an NBA coach does isn't so much X's and O's as it is getting everyone to work on the same page, as a unit. Kerr has mastered that with every Warrior, giving up either a few touches or some extra dollars to buy into the system and take this team to that elite level.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen the Warriors become a powerhouse franchise, but sometimes great teams can overlook opponents. Coach Kerr takes a cue from Greg Popovich and talks about what he calls appropriate fear. Draymond Green explained, you're not going to be scared or back down from anyone, but have appropriate fear, which just means respect them. Respect that they can beat you. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. It's always about focus. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Gibson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 4. Green with a screen on Carter-Williams. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, look at that. Just a mere flick of the wrist. So calm and smooth, Steph Curry.
Carter-Williams with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Oh, and the Yeoman's work down on the boards, helping the team maximize the number of possessions.
Curry outside. Rebound by Butler. Bulls trail by 7. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Thompson against Butler. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. We can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Warriors.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
Curry with the steal. Green in the post. Lopez covering. Lopez with the steal. Out to the wing. Here's Carter-Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry against Carter-Williams. Steps back and fires. That one, no good.
You were shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Wade left side. takes the 13-footer. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
We take for granted the magician-like moves Curry can pull off with the ball. But, Chris, it's something that he's worked on very hard his entire career.
Curry has made leaps and bounds in his improvement with his ball handling. Arguably, with Uncle Drew, he is the best ball handler in this league at this point. He did a lot of drills dribbling tennis balls to up his feel and handle on the court.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. The 4th spot held by Dwayne Wade. And, of course, Jimmy Butler.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
Do you see how hard they have to work for every rebound they get? It's clear that they take pride in this area of their game.
Now here's Carter Williams. He has 6. Gibson the screen. For the 3. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Warriors leading by 10. Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. There's the screen from downtown. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Oh, he was absolutely lethal from the arc in the first quarter, but now he has cooled off significantly in the second.
Here's Carter Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Curry. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Gibson dishes to Butler. Kicks to Carter Williams. Lopez outside. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Good D by Thompson. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's the pass to Livingston. Curry kicks to Livingston. Back to Curry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Look at that. Just tremendous body control by Curry. He takes the hit, finishes the play. We'll see if he can add to it at the line. You know he usually will add to this at the line.
One shot.
And with Steph winning another MVP award, the talk has now shifted from where he is as the best shooter of all time, Chris, to where he ranks among NBA greats.
Well, and Ray Allen put it best when he spoke about Curry compared to guys like Allen and even Clay. Curry, by far, in my opinion, is a combination of the best shooter with the best handles that we've seen in this league. Most shooters are just stand still, catch and shoot guys, drive them off the 3-point line, force them to drive. With Curry, you got to pick your poison. He gets 3-pointers the old-fashioned way as well, the and one.
So a moment now to see the story on Michael Carter Williams. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Here's Carter Williams. 6 points for him. Lopez outside. He dishes it to Wade. Uses the glass to drop it in. Wade's got his second basket. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now Iguodala looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 5 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I mean, you have to love the awareness of Curry's sick look to find an open teammate.
Here's Carter Williams. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Wade. Count the basket. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Carter Williams against Curry. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
Oh, he couldn't have asked for a better look there. He just didn't get it to go.
Lopez a screen. Carter Williams kicks to Wade. Back to Carter Williams. Here's Lopez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he hasn't been able to get it going at the free throw line yet.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Golden State. Durant's checked in for Thompson. For Sean Livingston. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. He hits the second from the line. Here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He feeds it to Green. Durant for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Durant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. And here's Rondo. Pass to Zipser. Outside for Rondo. Lopez a screen. 6 on the shot clock, and it's in there. Warriors leading by 12. Green the screen. Left side Durant. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Oh, it just isn't his outside game you have to worry about with Durant. When he gets it in close, he rarely fails to convert.
From 12 feet out, that one wide left.
Now, this would be a totally different ball game if his shot was on target like it usually is.
Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Chicago calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Mirotic is checked in for Robin Lopez.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 2nd in blocks, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
Here's Zipser. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 5 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now the dish to Durant. Green passes to Iguodala. The feed to Durant. Clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Durant's got 17.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
Rondo dishes to McDermott. There's the pick. Passes it to Zipser. Here's Rondo. Here's Portis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. Second, Draymond Green. And, of course, Jimmy Butler.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors leading by 15. Green, the screen. Iguodala kicks to Durant. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they're shooting just over 50% on their three-point attempts. Easy to see how they've been able to edge out in front.
Outside Rondo. Out left to the wing. Puts it up from 15. No good. Great D that time from Durant. Clark kicks to Iguodala. With his first shot attempt, that one doesn't drop. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Rondo against Green. Pass to Zipser. Mirotic has a wide open look. And again, Chicago. No good. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. They set the pick. Now here's McDermott, guarded by Green. McDermott passes to Portis. Here's Mirotic. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Mirotic just got his second basket of the night. It's Durant on the wing. Down low. Here's Green. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
You can tell that's the game plan on defense. They don't want to allow him to take many shots inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Zipser. The rebound by Iguodala. Feeds to Durant. Green, the screen. From the arc. The shot off that time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors lead by 16. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
Well, they showed that he can get on the roll from out there in the right circumstances. Credit his coach for respecting the streak. I mean, just continuing to call his number.
Bulls trail by 16. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. They've got Dwayne Wade. Taj Gibson is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Carter Williams in at the 5.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable. And as a result, they got the stop they needed.
Lopez with the block. Outside Butler. He kicks to Carter Williams. Dishes it to Lopez. Back to Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. The tray. The Warriors pull it in.
Now, these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Curry dishes to Green. Gibson against McGee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Bulls trail by 17. Butler kicks to Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Sounds good. A lot of players who play like Wade will have brief careers due to the stress it puts on their body. You know, Greg, Wade has had his share of injuries in his time in the NBA, but he is still putting up big numbers despite all the bumps and bruises.
That's a great point. Undersized guards take a beating when they are attacking the basket. Wade has missed a lot of games, but he's been healthy when it matters most. He's also done a good job to adjust his game to be a danger when he's not barreling through the lane.
Well, you know, he was the 11th pick in the 2011 draft, and I think it's safe to say that Thompson has outplayed the spot where he was selected.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Lopez. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
He has been unguardable. No one has been able to figure him out recently.
Durant against Butler. Pulls up from the corner. Durant with another miss.
They are a lousy 1 for 5 for the half. They need to find a way to get it going there.
Warriors leading by 16. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, one thing about Draymond Green, he isn't very bashful when it comes to sharing what's on his mind.
Well, Draymond knows what he's about and can back up everything he says. The team doesn't mind when he'll call someone out in the media or take a verbal jab, because when he messes up, he's the first to call himself out to a reporter. Green essentially is that guy who is saying to the media what every other NBA player really wants to say.
Free throw drops for Green.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And Draymond Green is such a unique player in every sense of the word. He lines up as a power forward or center most of the time, but is often running the offense. He can act as a point center for this team for long stretches of time.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
Man, this defense has to be more aware out there. Once he's established like that, it's game over.
McGee a screen. Outside Durant, kicks to Curry. Durant against Butler from outside the arc. And it's Durant missing. And with Draymond and his playmaking, a lot of it isn't just his ball handling, Chris. He's one of the best decision makers as well in the NBA.
And his huge assist numbers have proven that. Not just huge for his position, just big in general. Draymond gained the confidence of coaches with his decision making, and they've given him more and more leeway on the court to make plays.
Here's Mirotic. Poked away. Warriors leading by 15. It's Thompson off the drive. Curry passes to Green. No good on the three. Well, Chicago has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Carter Williams with it. 8 points for him. Lopez, a screen on Durant. Back to Carter Williams. And again, no good by Chicago.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Bulls trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Oh, well, it's a product of good, patient offense. Great shot there.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in, and Fred Hoiberg wants a timeout.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Well, I just think they're pressing too much, not really in the rhythm. Have to let the game come to you.
Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in free throw shooting, 9th in scoring, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
Bulls trail by 15. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Warriors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. A wide open look for Durant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 23 points.
And Durant just makes the game look so simple when he's pulling up from behind the arc.
Up top, Carter Williams, guarded by Kerr. Here's Lopez, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's shooting 4 for 7 at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Both shots good from the stripe. Chris, when you think about what you've been able to accomplish throughout your life to this point, aside from your NBA career, what have been some of your most fulfilling experiences?
You know what? I think my charities. I think working with people in the cities that I've played with and in my home of Detroit and trying to help and give back in some of those ways. I think sports-wise, of course, it's high school titles, playing in college with my boys. And personally, in the art-wise, I would have to say being a producer and producing 2 songs for Nas, one of the greatest rappers that ever, walked the face of this earth. And so being able to produce 2 songs on an album like that, just a great feel. So for me, I've never been one to really just share those passions or talk about them. But I definitely would say charity and arts, two big passions of mine, Kevin.
Well said.
Now Andre Iguodala, he was my rookie back with Philly. I saw how hard he worked to fulfill his potential. There was a time when Andre Iguodala was the #1 option on an offense. You have to give him credit for accepting a smaller role to be part of something special with this team. He has seen his numbers in scoring dip, but the wins have gone through the roof for him. He relishes the role of being the wingman who is there to complement and help set up others.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feeling.
Not at all. You can tell his confidence is really soaring as a result. He wants the ball in his hands any chance he can get it.
Wade kicks to Lopez. Lopez with another miss. And just about everything regarding Andre Iguodala is about team first.
Well, you can't forget how superb his defense still is, but you are dead on with his team first attitude. He walks the walk and is respected as a leader because of his unselfish nature. Not many players in the NBA can swallow their pride like he has done.
Carter Williams kicks to Lopez. To the inside. Here's Wade. They need this. They get it back.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling. Oh, he hasn't lost his touch at all. Great shooting performance from him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Warriors leading by 22. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. There's a screen. Here's Durant. Chicago grabs the miss. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the pass to Wade. Stolen by Thompson. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And getting a quick head of steam. Iguodala beats the defense to the punch.
It's stolen by Livingston. Durant kicks to Curry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
On a team where you have so many options, Chris, in a late game situation, they still lean on Andre Iguodala down the stretch.
Now, he struggles with free throws at times, but when he needs to make them down the stretch, he can knock them down. And he's known to come up with huge defensive plays to close games out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee comes in for Thompson. And McCaw is subbed in for Steph Curry. And Iguodala drops them both.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
Here's Zipser. 5 points in the game. Mirotic the screen. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. McCaw, the pass to Durant.
and not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Kevin Durant, 2.
First free throw is good.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball. The calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
The Bulls making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Durant nails both of them. The Bulls shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Rondo kicks to Portis. He dishes it to McDermott. Launches a 3. McCaw grabs the miss. Warriors shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
You're exactly right, Kevin. When your point man is sailing to the rim with that level of explosiveness, invaluable.
Here's Portis, guarded by McGee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from McDermott for 2, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
McGee a screen, off the pick. They get it again. Here's Iguodala. That shot, no good. Iguodala has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And the Warriors with some changes. Jones comes in for JaVale McGee. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. The free throw is off from Gibson. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Chicago shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Outside Rondo, Gibson the screen. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Iguodala. Portis, the pass to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Outside Rondo, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Baseline J on the way. It's good. Rondo's got his second basket.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. 14 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. McDermott's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Outside Rondo, ball's knocked loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. Got a piece of it. 1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. They retain possession. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Green, he's checked in for Golden State.
One shot.
Free throw good, Portis. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Pass to Durant, off the pick. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Durant's got 13 points now in the quarter.
His team is up, and he still is having a phenomenal quarter from the field. Look out.
Gibson dishes to McDermott. Gibson setting a pick for McDermott. Back to Gibson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul. Team's foul.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season. And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Both good from the line that time. 59 seconds left in the third. Iguodala kicks to Durant. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. The dish to Rondo. Gibson the screen. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and it's Durant with the rebound. The Warriors shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Green, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Bulls foul call.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And Chicago shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Shooting 1. Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
Passes it to McCaw. He feeds it to Green. They get the rebound. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
He just calmly rose up and nailed that jumper as time expired. Awesome way to end the quarter and head to the bench.
Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense, play inside out when you can.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Looney out there with McCall. Then there's Ian Clark. Then it's Weber, and it's McAdoo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Portis, the pass to Rondo. They set the pick. And stolen by McAdoo. Pass to McCaw. McAdoo dishes to Clark. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Chris, you did what many players coming into the NBA do. You spend a year or 2, in your case 2 years in college, before making the jump. It worked out terrifically for you. But how do you feel about how things are set up now with the age limit in the NBA as it stands?
You know, I feel, hey, if you're old enough to vote, if you're old enough to go to war, then you should be old enough to play in the NBA. And so that's the rights aspect of it. Now, as far as a basketball fan and somebody that knows this game fairly well, I feel that guys coming in so young, it really hurts their game. You know, we talk about guys making it from high school to the pros or guys coming out their first year, but not many of them really are successful. Yeah, we glorify the ones that are successful, and we should, because it's such a phenomenal feat to come out your first or second year and play well in the NBA. And so to take it for granted and to expect every kid that comes out, those years to make it is just unfair. And so for me, I think guys should have the chance to, but I think it's more of a responsibility with that freedom of decision making, because once you lose that chance, you usually don't get a second one, and you want to be as mature physically and mentally before trying to make the jump into this league.
Great perspective. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
First personal foul, 2 seconds. Shooting for Golden State, Patrick McCaw. With one.
And that one misses. Now here's Rondo. Valentine kicks to Rondo. They set the pick. To the left side wing. Puts one up from 19. The shot will not fall. The Warriors go the other way with it. Now the feed to Clark. Good, and Weber gets the assist.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Feeds it to McDermott. Shot to stop the drought. And again, Chicago. No good. Dishes to Weber. To the left wing. McAdoo, the pass to Weber. It's getting harder and harder to become an NBA owner. Franchise values are skyrocketing. The league, Chris, as you know, has set limits on how many minority owners a team can have. 25 per team is the number. They each have to own at least 1%.
Well, there's only 30 of them, and the chance to make your impact on a franchise is just tremendously exciting. We've seen in the past years where ownership groups could become very fragmented, so I definitely understand that train of thought.
Great perspective. They get it back. McAdoo makes it off the glass.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. They have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
They set the pick. Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cannon. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Golden State. They've got an 8-0 run. Now the pass to McCaw. Now Weber. Weber can't get that one to fall.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Rondo kicks to McDermott. He dishes it to Valentine. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
A simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Looney kicks to Clark, fires from deep. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his third rebound tonight. For 3. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Rondo. Here's Portis. And at last, they get one to fall.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Golden State moving it around. Snatched up. McAdoo can't get it to fall.
He was a little overzealous there, trying to carve his way through the defense, and they were having none of it.
Outside Rondo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's good on the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
I mean, we know that this is a game of heart. He knew his man was bigger than him. No big story. He just calmly rose up, altered his body so that he could get the contact and put that shot up over.
Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. Livingston up top, covered by Mirotic. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jones is checked in. A three off the inbound. The shot, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Cannon, the pass to Portis. He kicks it to Rondo. Pass to Cannon. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Portis kicks to Cannon. There's the dish to Mirotic. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Kings. And again, no good by Golden State.
He hasn't been able to sink anything, really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game by the time this one ends. Another miss, and you have to wonder if this just isn't his night.
To the middle, here's Jones. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Outside, Rondo kicks it to Valentine. Now, here is Mirotic. Not a lot of room. Here's Clark. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
The mid-range jumper, one of his specialties.
Passes to Valentine. Outside, Rondo. Here's Mirotic, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's the floater. No good from McCaw. You know, Kobe Bryant retired last season. One thing that Chris has been really adamant about is the need to improve youth development of basketball in this country. Now, he grew up in Italy and feels like a lot of kids aren't getting the coaching and skill development they need at a young age here. What do you think?
I agree. I think a lot of the game is being lost, not necessarily with just highlights or superstar players, but I mean the true essence of the game, how to box out, how to make a bounce pass, how to play for your teammates. Just the culture of the game needs to go back to its origin. And I think that can happen through the NBA taking charge like they have in this. I mean, who better than the best players in the best league, the best commissioner in the world? And so I think it's great that we get involved in these communities and make sure that we set the tempo and the template for how the game is grown in these communities.
Well, that was well said. Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Mirotic against Durant. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss.
Valentine kicks to Rondo. Lets it go from 14. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way, and they pick up 2. Durant's got 38 points.
And Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Portis. Lopez right side. Outside Rondo. Releases. Misses off the right iron.
Well, Kev, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
Livingston kicks to Durant. Unloads from 13. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Rondo dishes to Lopez. He feeds it to Valentine. The pass to Mirotic. Here's the three. It's good from long range.
See what I'm saying? It's that kind of unfair advantage. At this height, to shoot over guys that well from that deep, man, that's just sick.
Livingston kicks to McAdoo. And here's Livingston trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. That one goes in. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. And here are the Bulls now. Outside Rondo. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
And for the Warriors, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Durant kicks to Clark. And turnover in the league, we're seeing it right now. A new commissioner, a new director of the Players Association. Chris, new owners. Do you like the way things are going in that regard?
I do. Basketball is in great hands, and thanks to our past commissioner, and I think that, we have great leadership, and we're continuing in the way that we were going, and that's basketball for everyone. And I love watching the game expand, evolve, and continue to grow.
Well said.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Durant. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And stolen by Valentine. The feed to Rondo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
What a fearless take right there. He knew the defender was bigger, but he didn't care. He got it done.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Livingston kicks to Jones. Lets it go from the wing. Chicago grabs the miss.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control. Operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.